देखे क्रिकेट टीवी जहां मिलने लगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें जहां जोश भी है जहां होश भी है जहां क्रिकेट है आओ देखे क्रिकेट टीवी.
Welcome back to Cricket TV, all things cricket and more. I'm Hithvi Patel, and with us we have Nikhil Morsawala and Narayan Pasari. Today we are looking ahead to Punjab Kings versus Gujarat Titans. Two teams and two very different approaches, two very different leadership. One calm and one very aggressive. Looking forward to both of their leadership today. Punjab brings aggression, Gujarat brings structure, control. Narayan sir, who are you? Who do you think has an early edge at this stage?
To start with, today's match is a case of two captains, Gill and Iyer, both consistent in their performances and leadership skills, but both not in India T20 squad.
Yeah.
It is, I think, a case of too much plenty of talent in India. Possibly that may be one of the reasons. So head to head, if you see, both sides have met 6 times and the results have been even, 3 each. And Gujarat Titans started their innings in 2022. So that is why the reason, And the last time they met, GT fell short by 11 runs at home in March 2025. And the only match they have played at this stadium, was in 2024. When GT again beat Punjab by 3 wickets. So that is one thing. Punjab, despite reaching the finals last year, have won only 2 out of the 5 matches played on this ground. So that also they need to improve upon in today's match, actually. So one thing I would like to mention about Shreyash Iyer, he has a unique distinction of leading 3 franchises to finals and winning 1. So Delhi Capital in 2020, KKR winning the title in 24, and Punjab in last year in the finals of 2025. And they have that prominent opening duo, Priyansh Arya and Prabh Singh, one of the most productive in last year's 2025. They provide very high strike rates and that pressure the opposition to quite a lot. Prabh Singh was the second highest run scorer at 549 runs. And between both of them, they scored 1,024 runs at a strike rate of 169 last year. So a lot of runs basically between them. However, Shreyash Iyer, the captain, he is the backbone for Punjab's batting. He also finished 604 and is expected to anchor the middle order again. Among the bowling, if you see, there is Arshdeep Singh. He leads with 21 wickets last year. And Marco Jensen. They are expected to spearhead, and with Chahal as the lead spinner, basically. And I've been told that Lockie Ferguson will miss this match because he's on some leave, basically. So I think that is as far as Punjab is concerned. Nikhil.
So I don't know if either of you watch a series on Sony called Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma. 2 कैरेक्टर है उसमें, जेठालाल गाड़ा है जो गुजराती है और एक सरदार है रोशन सोधी, और दोनों के जो कैरेक्टर है टिपिकल ऑफ दीज 2 टीम्स. रोशन सोधी विल से इन्हें चलो भाई तोड़ डालो, मार डालो, खींच डालो, एंड गाड़ा विल से, जेठालाल विल से नहीं नहीं रुकिए, शांति रखिए, सोचिए, प्लान करिए, टीम बनाइए, आगे चलिए. Very symptomatic of these 2 teams. Punjab PPKS is full of vigor, full of aggression, and slam bam, लगा तो लगा, नहीं लगा तो नहीं लगा, लग गया तो फिर पहले 6 ओवर में 100 रन, नहीं लगा तो पहले 6 ओवर में 50 पे 4, that type of a thing. I think that sort of symbolizes. And the 2 captains, I think, Shreya Iyer, Shubman Gill, very different in approach. Shreya is very cocky. He walks in. I said last year, when he walks onto the field, he walks as if he owns the damn field, right? He says he's a swagger, he has a attitude, and that sort of percolates down to the team. The team is then saying, hey, boss ऐसा है तो मुझे भी ऐसा होना चाहिए. मैं भी swagger करता हूँ, मैं भी दिखाता हूँ कि मैं क्या हूँ. And Shubman is quiet, understated, very cool, calm. You don't see him there unless you actually look for him. Yes, Shubman is there. So I think that the difference of leadership approach, but with Shubman for a point to prove, thrown out of the T20 team, not considered at all, has to hold on to his ODI captaincy and his place in the team. I think he's somewhere in the gray zone there. Probably only in the test matches that he's sort of on solid ground. He has a point to prove, I think, and a very big and important point to prove. So he's going to come in with intent. He's going to come in with a plan. He's going to come with a strategy. And I think he's got the raw material. He's got a great team out there. As usual, Sai Sudarshan with him on top and Josh Butler to follow. So if those three shooters start shooting the way they can, they're going to be a handful for PBKS. I think it's a great matchup between the two teams. But I think the two captains are going to make a big difference on how they approach the match situation. It's at Mohali, so the home ground advantage obviously is to Punjab. But the track record at Mohali is not good. They have lost more matches than they have won. So that history is not in their favor. But as teams, I think great matchup. It's not going to be one-sided like it was yesterday. And I think it's going to be a very kateki takkar.
Yes, both the teams they look very even. There are great matchups even between the two captains. Even last year, they both the teams were in top four. They were contenders. They both could have won the title. So the matchups look interesting, and they will be defining battles today. There's Arshdeep, there's Rashid Khan, and of course the two captains, Chahal versus Shubman Gill, will be interesting to be seen. What do you think about the matchup, sir?
Narayan, please.
So, if you see the strengths of Gujarat also, comparatively, as Nikhil mentioned, the trio of Shubham, Butler, and Sai Sudarshan are the most settled in the league. If you see, Sudarshan also in the 2025 edition scored 759 runs, top of the league. देखा जाए तो. And with the addition of Mohammad Siraj to the bowling, which contains Rashid, Rabada, and Krishna. I think that makes an attack multi-dimensional and lethal at the time. Possible. lag sakta hai. Very good. They could be, all four are excellent bowlers.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Rashid Khan is a world-class bowler, but the team ranks a second attacking spinner, which I feel basically. अगर Rashid off day हो गया, तो फिर क्या करेंगे? That is something which they need to think. दूसरा आप देखोगे, Washington सुंदर भी है टीम में. So he excels as a floating batter. He is an economical bowler also, but unlocking the ability for GT to play an extra specialist seamer also. So एक Washington सुंदर का वो एक फायदा वो ले सकते हैं. जैसन होल्डर भी है टीम में. So ये सब I think I feel the Gujarat Titans team is quite balanced compared to when you compare it with the Punjab Kings. जैसे निखिल ने कहा कि ओपनर्स है उनके प्रभ सिमरन और प्रियांश एक्सप्लोसिव है लेकिन हाई रिस्क है एक्चुअली हाई रिस्क हाई रिवॉर्ड वाले हैं if the young top order fails the pressure again will fall on Shreyas again in the middle order कि भाई क्या करना है अभी हमको वैसे वो हिसाब से दूसरा क्या है if you see the Punjab team they have a Stoinis they have a Jansen and they have a Omarzai also these are multi-purpose players actually क्या होता है and which may at times lead to uncertainty कि उनका रोल क्या है उनको देखा जाए क्योंकि अभी क्या स्पेशलिस्ट मैटर्स मोर ड्यूरिंग प्रेशर टाइम तो ये भी एक थिंग देखना है तो कांटे की टक्कर होगी दोनों की ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को मलनपुर का पिच गिव्स लॉट ऑफ वेटेज एंड लॉट ऑफ टू द बैटर्स एज सच आई थिंक बॉल अच्छी तरह से आता है तो लेट्स सी हाउ इट वर्क्स आउट देखते हैं
I think on the pace side, Punjab Kings does have a decent, if not a top class A-rated pace attack. I think they do have a A- rated because if you look at Arshdeep being supported by Marco Jensen and Vijay Kumar Veshak, who did well, I think, in the previous tournament, and Lockie Ferguson, who is known to come up with his, surprise deliveries and take wickets. I think it's a decent lineup there. It may not be absolutely A plus, but they are there somewhere on top, and then Marco Jensen can bat well, so can Lockie Ferguson. So they play a dual role. That gives them a choice. It opens up a whole world of choices for specialist batsmen and specialist bowlers. So I would think that they need to just balance it out with the Nehal Vadera being probably a impact player because he's a super hitter of the ball when it comes. And Shashank Singh, I don't know. One of these two could be the impact players. Both, I think, last season, Shashank and Mudira both turned some matches for PPKs when everything seemed to
Yes.
be lost, and they sort of, exited the score in a fantastic manner. So I think if the top order doesn't work, then these two in the middle typically come in and try to sort things out, and I think they need to be used well. Especially the impact player needs to be used well. So Shreyas here does have a lot of choices. It just depends on how well he chooses. And as you said, Gujarat Titans has got a immense it is riches. I think I'm looking at the team and whom will you leave out? I mean, every person
Correct.
you see is material there. Tom Banton, how can you leave him out? Washington Sundar, Anuj Rawat, Manav Sutar, Kumar Kushagra, Nishant Sindhu and Ashok Sharma maybe on the outskirts. But otherwise, the top 15, 16 players and probably the key Ravi Sai Kishore who can come in and bowl because of his height. The
Correct.
spin bowling that he does reminds you of Kumble sometimes.
Yes.
Anil Kumble's he had the height, and so did Ravichandra
Or
Ashwin
even Ashwin also.
and even Ashwin had. But Sai Kishore, I think, is a great asset for Gujarat Titan on the bowling side. So again, I think great matchup. You see these two, and then you see Yuzvendra Chahal being the wild card for Punjab because he's not played in a while. But my favorite cricketer, and I always think that he's like a Jadeja who can pull a rabbit out of the hat
Correct. Correct.
at any given point of time. He may not be consistent. He may not play every match. He play well in every match, but the match in which he plays in that he makes a difference. When he does a click, then it's the difference between winning and losing for his team. So Yuzvendra Chahal, the man to watch out for. Let's see what he does.
ये
And
चाल इज जिसको अपन हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, वो ललचा के विकेट लेता है। वो आपको एक चौका, एक दुक्की देगा या एक छक्का देगा,
Right.
और उसका तुरंत एक दो बॉल के बाद में वो उसको घसीटेगा। तो
You
दैट व्हाई
know, uh, so for
वेरी
Hetvi's
स्लाई
benefit,
स्लाई फेलो।
this is what Bishan Singh Bedi, captain, was known for. And he looked many times looked to be very harmless bowler, just checking the ball. But it was a flight that he gave. When you say giving a ball a flight, it means giving it air and letting it do what it wants. And so you don't use any shoulder. You just let it go. You don't do like this. If you do like this, you don't give it flight. You make it go down. But if you give it flight, you're sending it up. It looked harmless, but the batsman said, the asan ball hai, usko maro, and then they would get out. So usually the Chal is in that mold, he sort of flights the ball. He makes the batsman think, "Arey, ye to chhakke wala ball hai, maro usko." And then he gets out, either gets stumped because he misses the line of the ball and goes out of the crease, or he hits it and gets caught on the boundary line. So I think that is the ability that Chahal has got, and I hope he's in fit condition. He's not gone through good personal. I think a lot of controversy online you see about his personal life. I hope that doesn't affect his professional performance, but
yes,
great player to watch out for.
yeah. और अगर टॉस की बात करें तो आज क्या करेगा? The winning
After
captain.
yesterday's match, I don't know. Narayan, I'll let you stick your neck out.
देखो, दोनों ही टीम है ना, 200 का स्कोर चेस कर सकती है उनके बैटिंग डेप्थ को देख के। अगर यहाँ के स्टेडियम का जो एवरेज है, जो मैंने देखा था, वो 190 है शायद। तो मेरे को लगता है जो भी टॉस जीतेंगे, लुकिंग एट द कंडीशंस ऑफ द पिच, पॉसिबली दे में बैट और बॉल। आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट दिस बेसिकली, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर मैंने पहले बैटिंग कर ली और मैंने 200 ठोक दिए तो सामने वाला चेज नहीं कर पाएगा। ऐसा नहीं होगा, क्योंकि दोनों के अंदर आप देखो ना, तो टॉप 3-4 आर ह्यूज बैटर्स ऑन बोथ साइड्स एक्चुअली। सो मेरे ख्याल से whoever captain wins the toss, he will take a toss. He will take a call at that point of time, basically.
I guess so.
Yeah, I think looks like to be not a low-scoring game at least. Mohali is known for high scores, and as Narayan said, the batting lineup also is such that both teams are capable of making or chasing 200. So I think broadly, largely speaking, subject to again, weather conditions. I think yesterday the weather played a big role. The moisture, like Narayan started mentioning, the moisture on the pitch and off the pitch made a difference. It supported the pace bowlers' movement, which beat the batsmen like Sanju Samson. So I think if that weather situation is there in Punjab, and if it's cloudy, this rains a bit, थोड़ा सा बारिश होगा, थोड़ा मॉइस्चर होगा ना, तो शायद जो बैटिंग पहले करते हैं उनको तकलीफ हो सकती है. Then the pitch will play better later when it dries up, or if it rains in between, you don't know. So what happens at the venue will determine. But broadly, if it's normal playing conditions, I think 180 plus is a given, and we could have a decently high scoring match with the team batting second. I mean, maybe a slight disadvantage will due or advantage. Again, I saw artificial intelligence, a lot of data, and everybody's confused. Somebody says it's GT's day, and somebody says PVK's. Then there's no consensus in artificial intelligence on who will win. I saw, I think, 4 products in AI, and I think it went two went in favor of PPKs, 2 went in favor of GT. So there's no overwhelming statistical analysis that supports one team. It's 52-48 or 55-45 on one side, and then 41 or 43, 40 on the other. So it's like very, very evenly matched, and therefore it's going to be a great matchup.
Even on our panel, I tried to find out who our analysts are edging towards, but I did not get a clear answer. Looks like both the team are very even. We are supporting both the team. Whoever wins, wins. Let's see what Sunny Predictor has to say. Let's see what he has predicted for today's match. Hello, Sunny Predictor ji. Abhi aapki bari. Can you predict the winner of Punjab versus Gujarat clash?
For the upcoming IPL 2026 clash between Punjab Kings, PBKS, and Gujarat Titans, GT, on March 31, 2026, Punjab Kings enter as slight favourites with a 55% win probability compared to GT's 45%. Experts are divided, but several factors point toward a competitive edge for PBKS in this season opener. Settled squad. PBKS has largely retained the core that took them to the 2025 final, showing significant faith in their explosive Indian core. Explosive top order. The uncapped opening duo of Prabhsimran Singh and Priyansh Arya was the most destructive pair last season, amassing 1,024 runs together. GT's counter strength. Gujarat Titans possess arguably the league's most stable top order with Shubman Gill, Sai Sudarshan, 2025 Orange Cap winner, and Jos Butler. Some analysts favor GT due to their superior overall balance and experience. Verdict. While PBKS is predicted to win by a narrow margin based on current momentum and a more explosive batting depth, Gujarat Titans are a formidable chasing side that could easily flip the result if their top 3 fires.
For our viewers, can you give us head-to-head statistics of the two teams?
Overall head-to-head 3 wins for PBKS, 3 wins for GT. Last meeting PBKS won by 11 runs in March 2025. Home record. PBKS has a relatively poor record at Mulanpur, winning only 2 out of 5 home games last season.
Which are the key player matchups to look out for in this clash?
Key player matchups to watch out for. Yuzvendra Chahal vs Shubman Gill. Chahal has dismissed Gill 3 times in the IPL, and Gill's strike rate against him is a modest 122. Arshdeep Singh vs GT top order. Coming off a successful T20 World Cup, Arshdeep's death over execution will be critical against GT's power hitters. Rashid Khan vs PBKS middle order. Rashid remains GT's primary game changer, tasked with restricting PBKS's middle order depth led by Shreyas Iyer.
Who do you think will be the top scorer and highest wicket taker for each of the two teams?
Based on player form from the 2025 season and expert forecasts for the March 31, 2026 opener, here are the predicted top performers for both teams. Punjab Kings, PBKS, top scorer, Shreyas Iyer. The captain was the team's backbone last season, finishing with 604 runs. He notably scored a blistering 97 off 42 balls in his last encounter with GT highest wicket taker, Arshdeep Singh. Arshdeep led the PBKS attack in 2025 with 21 wickets and is coming off a successful T20 World Cup campaign. Yuzvendra Chahal is also a strong contender, having taken 16 wickets last season. 1, 2, 3. Gujarat Titans, GT, top scorer, Sai Sudarshan is the defending orange cap winner, having amassed 759 runs in the 2025 season. Captain Shubman Gill is another top choice, coming off a 650-run season. Highest wicket taker, Rashid Khan. Expert analysis consistently identifies Rashid as GT's primary game changer. However, Prasidh Krishnan was the team's leading wicket taker, purple cap recipient, in 2025 and remains a major threat.
We totally agree with you on that one. Last but not the least, can you predict the power play score for each team?
Based on the pitch conditions at Mulanpur and the aggressive top-order profiles of both teams for the March 31, 2026 match, the predicted power play, first 6 overs, scores are as follows: Punjab Kings, PBKS, 50 to 60 runs. Reasoning: PBKS relies on an explosive opening pair of Prabhsimran Singh and Priyansh Arya, who were instrumental in their 2025 campaign with high-intent batting. The Mulanpur track typically rewards such aggression early on before slowing down. Gujarat Titans, GT, 45 to 55 runs. Reasoning: GT's top order, featuring Shubman Gill and Sai Sudarshan, tends to play a more composed and calculated game compared to the raw power of PBKS. While Jos Buttler adds significant firepower, they often prioritize stability to set up for a strong middle-order finish. 1, 2, 3. Factors influencing the power play: pitch behavior. Pacers have historically dominated the early overs at this venue. Disciplined bowling from Arshdeep Singh, PBKS, or Mohammad Siraj, GT, could restrict these scores to the lower end of the range. Venue stats: the Maharaja Yadavinder Singh PCA Stadium in Mulanpur is known for a high-scoring outfield, but its larger dimensions reward smart gap finding over pure power hitting. Toss impact: with dew expected in the second half, the team batting second might find it slightly easier to score as the ball comes onto the bat better, potentially pushing their power play score toward the higher end.
Okay, one question we will ask you on a daily basis. Your favorite Dream 11 team. Who do you think rationally, practically will make it to the perfect 11, a combination of Punjab and Gujarat?
Kuch here finally, can you build a Dream 11 team comprising members of these two teams? For the upcoming PBKS vs GT IPL 2026 match on March 31st, a strong Dream 11 team balances the explosive uncapped openers of Punjab Kings with the record-breaking top order of Gujarat Titans. Recommended Dream 11 team position: player name wicketkeeper Jos Buttler, batter Sai Sudarshan, captain Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer, vice captain Prabhsimran Singh, all-rounder Glenn Maxwell, Marcus Stoinis, Marco Jansen, bowler Rashid Khan, Arshdeep Singh, Prasidh Krishnan.
That's an interesting choice of captain, Sai Sudarshan. Let's see what our viewers has to say on it. Thank you. Okay. Any closing comments from either of you, Narayan sir, Nikhil sir?
I think it's going to be a captain's game. I'll let Narayan have the last word. It's going to be a captain's game. And it's the difference between the two teams is not going to be the players. It's going to be the way the captain reacts to a particular situation on the field and off the field in making batting changes or bowling changes or field placements. And I think because it's a Kartiki Takkar, that one act or one wicket or that one shot that could make a difference to the result is what's going to matter. And that's where the captain's thinking, the captain's strategy, the captain's on-the-spot thinking will come into play. So I would think between the two captains, who takes that risk and that call, or at that point, ये करना है, ये bowling change करना है, इसको यहाँ खड़ा करो, या batting करते वक्त accelerate करो, ये batting order थोड़ा change करो, ये इससे थोड़ा फर्क पड़ेगा. बाकी तो it's evenly matched team. I'm looking forward to watching it. Narayan.
So the Chandigarh Mulanpur pitch is a good batting surface. Where the ball comes very nicely on the bat, I feel there will be huge batting today, and the bowlers will have a very tough time. So, and I would like to see good cricket, not like the cricket we saw yesterday, So, we are so eager to see good matches. Even in the first episode, I mentioned that अपने को अच्छा cricket देखना है और बारिश का भी अपने ज़्यादा हस्तक्षेप ना हो, ऐसा ही काम करना है. I think we'll see good cricket, and I agree. Today will be a tough match, very evenly poised hona chahiye. This is what we're expecting here.
So it comes down to one clear contrast. Only one approach will win. Tell us your predictions in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe to Cricket TV, all things cricket and more. We will see you in the next review.
Thank you.
आओ देखे क्रिकेट टीवी जहां मिलेगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें जहां जोश भी है जहां होश भी है जहां क्रिकेट है